Now, Sarthak S. Kumar, who's all of 17 years old and belongs to Mangaluru, has developed a prototype robot called AgriBot, which will help small farmers in obtaining information about their crop choice. Sarthak, the 17-year-old Sarthak, the young innovator, is a PUC student who has his interest leaning towards robotics, obviously, and artificial intelligence. Sarthak's AgriBot analyzes soil moisture and temperature, giving farmers information on soil properties and crop choices. Imagine, what a forward-looking thing for all those farmers in Mangaluru, in and around, and maybe Karnataka, and who knows, maybe tomorrow the entire of India. We have Sarthak joining us on India Ahead. Let's understand what exactly is AgriBot all about. Sarthak, good afternoon and many congratulations for developing AgriBot. This is going to empower the farmers in more ways than one. So tell us, what is AgriBot all about?
Thank you very much, ma'am. It was a pleasure talking to you. So, like I told, AgriBot is a prototype locomotive which I visualize to move around an agricultural field, analyze soil samples from different areas of the field, and send the soil properties related values to an interface, which is currently in the form of a mobile app.
Right. So this, I'm seeing on a screen a little truck-like thing with lot of wires around it. So this will move on the field of a farmer to find out about the soil condition and also give him options for what crop he should grow. Is that right, Sarthak, the young scientist? If I got it wrong.
I would like to correct you over here.
Yeah, I knew I would.
This is not the model which will actually work on a real agricultural field. So this is just a prototype which I have developed to deliver my idea of a real AgriBot.
Right.
So in this prototype, I have used 3 sensors: soil moisture, temperature and humidity sensors, and an ultrasonic sensor, which we do not have enough information about their range, accuracy, and are not so reliable.
Yeah.
So so this is just the idea I want to deliver. So I just started with the first prototype.
Right. So
and
Sarthak,
I am working on a second prototype.
Yeah, Sarthak, it feels so great to be corrected by a scientist who knows, tomorrow win a Nobel Prize for us. So thank you so much. Sarthak, tell me something. Now this will obviously require an interface, right? This is one question which people have been asking time and time again, whether it's with students or with farmers. How do you expect them to use this? Because a lot of villages don't have electricity, a lot of farmers don't have smartphones, forget about computers. So how will the interface, how does that happen, Sarthak?
Yes, ma'am. Currently now I'm developing an interface is in the form of an app. But then later I can work on creating a display or another interface, a model like an interface which has a software embedded within it. So I guess I can give it to the farmer along with the AgriBot. So as of now, I'm developing an app so that I'm just a beginner in all these fields. So then I got to learn many things, and yes, that's how it is. I would like to work on the interface part.
Right. So another question, Sarthak, is that if suppose I'm a farmer and I've been growing paddy, so your AgriBot, this robot can actually tell me that it's a bad idea to grow paddy and maybe I should grow something else next time around. Because there is a pattern by which farmers...
I want to make the system so capable that it will be able to judge which crop it can grow on that which crop can be grown on that particular field area.
Right. So Sarthak, how expensive is this going to be? I mean, what tomorrow when it comes to fruition, how is it going to be given to all the farmers? How are we going to empower them?
The first prototype costed around 2,000 rupees, and yes, I also have this cost efficiency thing in my mind.
Right.
So what I was thinking is I would develop a body which using waste materials. Like for example, in this second prototype which I'm working on, it's being made using PVC pipes. So that's whenever I go in the road, I see PVC pipes thrown on the side, on the roadside and all that, and also in some dump yard. So what I'm thinking is I could collect all those PVC pipes or such materials which are available in abundance, which is being disposed without being used completely. So that I thought that we could cut down the cost on making the body by using such materials.
All right. Sarthak, this sounds really completely revolutionary, and I'm sure that it will bring about a change in the lives of thousands and lakhs of farmers, not only in Karnataka, but entire India. Many congratulations from India Ahead to you, Sarthak, and thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast.